Hello, welcome back to my channel. I have got a new cat. This video is not about my new cat. If you've seen the other videos, you might know that I had a boy, a lovely boy, who died last year. And it's only just recently that I've been able to allow another kitty into my life. So she's a bit crazy. She's Crazy Daisy, in fact. And oh, there she is, look. Making an appearance. So hopefully she won't be too disruptive. So yes, anyway, if you've seen my first video, ow, you little shit. If you've seen my first video, you know that I was kind of talking about what I wanted my channel to be about, which was dealing with depression, finding ways to help your depression, maybe even get rid of it altogether. Although I did say that I didn't know if that was possible or not. Perhaps some of us are more susceptible to depression, perhaps because we're more sensitive, or maybe it's to do with early childhood experiences, or whatever. Who knows? There's lots of theories, obviously. So I think, you know, I am susceptible to it, so I need to do certain things to try and keep it at bay, I guess. So I spent a lot of years looking at the potential causes of my depression. You know, was it something I was eating or not eating? Did I need certain supplements to help? Was it early childhood experiences? Was it my own negative self-talk? Was it my hormones? I mean, I haven't come to any kind of conclusive answer still, and I'm 50 now, and I've been dealing with depression for 37 years that I remember. I mean, it might be longer than that. But anyway, I got to a point where I thought, I'm so much better than I used to be, so why not share what I've learned? Now, even though I said that I thought I would just manage my depression and maybe that's the best we can hope for, there was still always a part of me hoping to find that one thing that would cure me so that I never had to feel depressed again. But I'm not sure that's possible either. But just recently, and this relates to the title of the video, which I haven't decided what it is yet. Square peg in a round hole, maybe. Is that I wonder if my depression, as much as anything, is to do with trying to fit in to society. Trying to be something that I'm not really, which is never going to be a good fit. You know, and that, I don't know if incongruence is the right word. Kind of is. If that incongruence creates the depression. Because the thing is, from being tiny, we're conditioned to be a certain way. We're conditioned to fit in to society. And even though we're all the same, we're all different. And you can't put everybody in the same box. And perhaps some people adapt to that easier than others. I don't think I've adapted very well to it. Stop trying to eat my hair. But I wanted to fit in, I guess. I wanted that sense of belonging. I wanted to feel that I was an okay person. So I guess I've tried over the years to do the right thing, to fit in, and I don't think it's worked. I just wonder if that's what has created the depression. Because I'm depressing who I am, repressing who I am, really. And that might be the same for you if you suffer from depression and you're not quite sure why. My videos cover various things, you know, from diet to vitamins, deficiencies, and also mental patterns that we might get into which are not very helpful. And all those things can play a part, I'm sure. Excuse me, stop chewing that, please. She's chewing the casket of my... What are you doing? Of my deceased pet. She's a liability. I don't know if I want to say anything more about that, really. I just thought it's interesting, for me at least, to wonder about that. Anyway, what it's triggered is a desire to sell everything that's worth anything, so it can earn me about 20 quid, and move into a camper van, buy a camper van and live in it. And I've been thinking about that now for maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and it's got me fired up and interested in life, because in all honesty I was at the point where I was losing the will to live, thinking something's got to change. Because the thing is, I've thought about suicide many times over my life, because it seemed like a good option, because struggling to maintain a sort of a balanced frame of mind wears you down. And I know I said that I am in a better place than I used to be. Well, I was in a better place, I think. But I started to go downhill again. She's just chewing my foot now. Take off! So I need something to hold on to. And I'm not saying that buying a camper van and living in a camper van is just suddenly going to make life rosy in the garden. No. Oh, pardon me. Because it won't, will it? Necessarily. But it will potentially get me out of this goddamn city that I live in, which is something I've wanted to do for a few years now. And even that in itself may just open up opportunities which could just make life more interesting for me. See, the thing is, the place I live, I think the energy of the place doesn't suit my energy. I think I feel stifled by it, oppressed by it. I mean, I saw a medium years and years ago when I was in my 20s, and she said that, I mean, she said this to me, she said, you know, your energy is not, Bradford's not a place, it's not a place for you. Something's flashing, where's it flashing? You need to be somewhere, well, somewhere else, basically. But, yeah, that way you just want your drink. Oh, I'll just get a drink of my tea, my coffee, and then there's nothing in the cup. So I hope something different, really. In a different town, different city. And of course I've got people who are in my life who are like, that is such a bad idea. Why do you want to do that? Which of course makes me doubt my sanity, and I think, have I just lost the plot? Somebody even said midlife crisis, which was kind of said in an almost, because you know, it's a derogatory thing, isn't it? When somebody accuses you of having a midlife crisis, it's not a positive thing. It's like, oh yeah, he's having a midlife crisis. Well, obviously something happens at midlife, doesn't it? Where you reassess things. I think it's positive. Obviously, depending on how you respond to your inner crisis. You know, being, you know, stereotypical, men might buy a fast car or a big fancy motorbike or leave the wives and find themselves a 20-year-old. You know, maybe women do similar things, I don't know. You don't really hear about that so much though. So maybe it is some kind of inner crisis. And I'm thinking I have to change something about my life. And yeah, it's drastic to sell everything, buy a camper van and live in it. But you know what? It feels really exciting to do it. And how do you ignore that feeling? Because if I take it away, I'm left feeling a bit flat. A bit down. So maybe that's what I'm going to be doing. And if I do, I'm going to be setting up another channel. And doing vlogs from a van. And hopefully nice places. We'll see if those videos get any more views than these. Here's hoping. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'll leave it there now because I've wittered on for bloody ages. But it's been fun. Thanks. If there's anything about this video that you like, click like. Maybe even subscribe if you want to. I don't push that because, as somebody else has said, you know, if you want to subscribe, you will do. You don't need somebody to tell you to do it. In fact, it gets a bit irritating, doesn't it? Because some people just say it over and over again. Anyway, I'm just whittling on now, so I'm going to go.